Hello. So I'm babysitting a family friend's dog for my sister until she comes back from Florida today because she's took a trip to Florida. She's taking a trip to Florida. So I'm doing it just for today, and I have this apartment to myself, and I never have my apartment to myself. So I thought this would be a good time. Sorry, my hair is sticking to my lipstick. This would be a good time to make that video I never got to making, which is how to cope after you have to leave or after you leave. That's the same thing. After one of you has to leave from a visit. This bone looks like a penis. I'm very fidgety right now, sorry. So I was gonna do this when Ross first left because I was like emotional. I was waterfalling it up in bed, and I was really sad. But you guys, I'm like fine right now. And I know that might sound bad, but I think it's also a positive thing to not be 24 hours sad because I think it's a bit unhealthy. Don't get me wrong, it's super, super common, super realistic that you're gonna be sad and you're gonna be missing them, and I still have hair on my lip, but it's not a good way to live, and not for anybody, not for you, because why would you want to cry all the time? Why would you want to feel like, I don't know, I think it's sort of not good to feel like your only happiness comes from this one person, and I know it does, and I know it's possible, but at least fake it while they're gone, because then you'll never move on, and it sucks to be crying 24/7. It sucks to be sad 24/7. No one wants to be sad 24/7. This is the worst video, I'm sorry. Let me get my act together. Bada. Just kidding, I used to take acting. So this is just like, so I feel fine right now, and I know I have my days, definitely. But it's good to be okay. It's good to be able to live and move on until your next visit, and it's good to just, get going with life. So they say. The dog is snoring. Can you hear? Okay. I'm all over the place today. That's because I wasn't planning this. The first thing that I suggest to do when you've just left your love, or they've just left you and you've just ended a visit, is to let yourself be sad. I know people are like, you gotta move on, you gotta distract yourself, you gotta get going. Chill out. Give me some time to be sad. I'm allowed to be sad right now. This is for sure a time to be sad. He just left. Let me be sad. I think it's absolutely the best thing to let yourself be sad, especially right after. Let yourself cry. Let yourself be filled with tears. Let that water drench onto your t-shirt, the t-shirt that you're wearing that's theirs. Ross's. Just let yourself be sad. Otherwise, you're gonna hold it in, and it's not fun to hold it in and feel like you're okay, and then to just cry randomly because you've held it in. So my suggestion is cry. Let yourself be sad. Do what I do. Smell the t-shirt. Smell the deodorant they left. Relive the moments. Look at the pair of sneakers he left that are by your couch. Get yourself sad. I tend to like to make myself feel more sad. I live in movies. I'm a cinephile, and that's just like a lover of motion pictures. So I tend to think in film. I'm always like, this would be good. We'd cut to this scene. Imagine that in a sitcom. I'm always like thinking like that. So I tend to sometimes be over dramatic because I like to live in a film. So sometimes I like to make myself more sad, but I think it's kind of good to make yourself super sad. Not make yourself sad, but let yourself be super sad. Because then you just, once you've cried till you can't cry anymore, that's just it. You can't cry anymore. You just gotta let it out, guys. Just let it out. Let the tears fall. What am I doing right now? I feel like I'm talking to kindergartners when I let yourself cry. Let yourself be sad for sure. Then once that period's over, and hopefully it's over pretty soon, but if it's not, that's okay. Then I would actually say, but before distracting yourself, speak to your love about a next visit. Whether you can have it or not, speak about it. Speak about being together again. Speak about what you would do. Speak about, be like, I'm going to see you in June, even if you don't know if that's happening. Because it helps your soul, it helps their soul, it makes you guys feel like you have something to look forward to push for. It, plan your visit, what you'll do, you know, all your cuddles, all what you'll eat, because we always eat. I already have my grocery list for Tesco, guys. Just saying. Just plan that trip, because whether you can have it or not, it's so comforting to know you'll see them soon, and it's so nice to feel like, okay, we just ended, but oh my gosh, we have a countdown, kind of. Like, it's gonna happen soon. Let the days go by. Let's keep going. Let's get through school. Let's get through work. Let's do this. Next day, oh my god, we're at the next day already. So just plan that trip. And then, accordingly, distract yourself. I jumped straight back into work. I focused on school. I don't even have time anymore, and that's how much I'm distracting myself. So before I knew it, it went from 55 days. Now we're at 45, 46. I think we're at 45 actually, yeah, 45 in like 22 hours. So 10 days went by, and that's just, you gotta do that. You gotta distract yourself. Pick up hobbies, pick up activities, meet with friends, meet with family, watch like 8 films, watch a whole series on Netflix, learn to cook lots of food, eat lots of food. Exercise. I exercise every day. It's ridiculous. This morning I woke up at 8 and I went to the reservoir and I ran it on the icy cold snow. And then I came home and did squats for like 30 minutes. But 30 minutes went by. Just distract yourself, you know? I don't care what you do. Play crossword puzzles. I love playing crossword puzzles. It takes up 40 minutes to finish a USA Today crossword puzzle. Just distract yourself. I know people have the problem with, well, I don't want my life to feel like a countdown. And I know how that feels. And quite honestly, I don't mind it, because the most things I look forward to involve Ross. So if I'm going to be with him, I don't mind that my life feels like a countdown. I don't have much of a life anyway, because I have to just be in work constantly in school. So it's not like I'm really missing out on anything. But what was my whole point? As much as you want to distract yourself for the purpose of ending the countdown faster and feeling like you ended it, just don't let it go so fast that you don't live your life. Because I constantly have this reoccurring like thought, like, oh my god, I met Ross before I turned I met Ross before I turned 18, and this year I'm turning 21. So all this time went by because the countdowns just fly by, the visits fly by, and it's just like time's flying by. And as much as I want them to fly by so I can be with him, it's just crazy how fast time. So at least while you're distracting yourself, still live in the moment, you know? And I think that's it. Let yourself be sad and cry until you're a waterfall, until you're a puddle. Distract yourself. Oh, no. Let yourself be sad until you're a puddle. Plan a visit. Distract yourself. And I think that's it. It's all good. Let yourself cry. Plan another trip. Distract yourself. Save money. And you'll be fine. Like, obviously I miss him. But, you know, I'm fine. And that's because I follow this. And, you know, keep that constant communication. Skype when you can. Probably a lipstick on your teeth. Skype when you can. You know, always text if possible. Keep up the communication, and that with all this other stuff you'll go back into the whole long distance thing, and it won't feel as bad. Like, now that's just all I remember. This is the norm now. Being long distance again is just the norm. So you just go back into that if you follow these routines, at least for me. Yeah, that's it. I hope this helped. I know I was very fidgety and all over the place, but that's because this wasn't planned. That's why I look like this. I'm in my workout gear. Okay. Feel better, guys. You'll see them soon. It's gonna be okay. Follow the steps and you'll be absolutely fine.